In this week's episode of Seriously Fun Business TV, I introduce you to the members of the Seriously Fun Business team. Hey, how you doing? Nick James here. Welcome to episode number six of Seriously Fun Business TV. I'm a little bit nervous today because I've got an audience for the first time ever. I decided to get the team to sit in. This could well be a regular feature depending on how well it goes. If they misbehave, then it will probably revert to just being me from now on in the videos. But I brought the team in actually because there's something I want to talk about in this week's episode that I think involves them as well. And that is that if you've been following me on Facebook or Snapchat or anything, you'll know that I've spent the last week on holiday with my family. Had a great time, went and got some sun and relaxed with Nat and the kids. It was great. And what I've found is that, well, two things. First of all, I believe that we as a team were probably more productive in the last week when I wasn't here. Would you agree with that?
I agree.
Yeah.
You're supposed to disagree and say, no, we need you here, we miss you so much. But no, the truth is, sometimes you as the business owner, you as the leader of your business, of your team, often are the bottleneck in the business. You know, often all major decisions need to go through you, and even when you're there, minor decisions get pushed through you as well because you're there. And what I find is when I'm away, then members of the team tend to be more likely to make their own decisions and just go with it because they haven't got the luxury of having me there to ask questions. So oftentimes I think you taking time out of the business frees them up to allow them to be better and step into the leadership roles in your business even more. And the second thing I've realised or I've noticed, it's been quite a while since I've had like a holiday where I've completely switched off. And I did an okay job of switching off, Lauren, I think. Not a brilliant job. Did check emails a bit while I was there, but I think, Nat would probably say that I was 80 to 90% not working, which is a PB for me. Thanks. Pretty normal. But so what I also have noticed and observed in myself over the last kind of 12 hours since I've been back is that having that time completely out of the business where I wasn't focused on work or anything, I've come back in and I'm like ready to rock and roll. And I think often when you're in the business all day, every day, working long hours, working weekends, it's quite easy to get overly saturated, and sometimes you need the time out of the business where you just switch off in order to be more effective in the time when you're in. And so I'm a massive advocate. I mean, did the place fall apart while I wasn't here? No. You're supposed to. Hopefully, the answer is no, and that there was no major disasters
we hid everything
that you haven't told me about. Yeah, exactly. But the business didn't fall apart. Sales still came in. Bish was rocking the sales in the last week while I wasn't here. Yama was at UPW, so he's like come back into the office like a crazed lunatic making power moves. If you don't know what UPW is, it's Tony Robbins' flagship weekend event. It was in London just this last weekend, and Yama was there and he loved every minute of it. I'm sure we've borne you to tears in the Facebook community about his experience at UPW. And everything went well in my absence. The guys got on with it. Sales still came in. So I think my message for you today is not to be afraid to take time out of the business, because when you take time out of the business, you're more likely to be able to spend better quality time in it when you return. So since we've got all the guys here for episode 6 of Seriously Fun Business TV, I thought it might be useful for you to get to know them and just meet them and know who they are and what they do. So am I going to do these intros or are you going to do your own?
I'll let you do.
Yeah, let me do it. Okay, so first of all, here on the extreme left, we've got Chris Bishop, otherwise known as Seriously Fun Bishop. Bish is an absolute rock star when it comes to sales, and specifically owns our kind of priorities and our objectives around sponsors and exhibitors for our events, as well, of course, as taking care of clients on a daily basis. Nick Hill, aka Yama, because he's from the Black Country, speaks with a bit of a weird accent. In fairness, Bish has the same accent, so it's fine.
Well, I'm posher.
But he's posher. He lives in the Cotswolds now, so he's posher. So Yama also on the sales team, he's primarily focused and owns private client sales, and also again looking after our clients, sometimes who are sponsors, sometimes who are exhibitors, and also getting people booked on for our live events, the Bums on Seats boot camps and conferences that we've got coming up. Next, we've got Nick Fisher. Many of you already know Big Fish. Big Fish executes, implements all the marketing within the business and also assists our private clients in the implementation, in the execution of marketing in their businesses too. And then finally, the newest member of the team, we've got Lauren Moore. Lauren's role is, give a little bit of noise for Lauren Moore. Because she's been here a whole 2 weeks and she hasn't left yet because we haven't driven her crazy. Lauren is my PA and also looking after our clients from a customer service standpoint, making sure that everyone pays us on time and organising our events, all that kind of stuff. So if there's any support that you need around event logistics or organising, Lauren's the person you would ask about that. She owns that in our business. Any questions you've got about marketing, about email campaigns, about Facebook ads, about any of that stuff, Big Fish would be the person to speak to. And if you need any support or assistance, or you've got any questions regarding how you can close better on the phone, how you can get people to sign up for your high price premium programs, then you can speak to either of the lads in the office, Chris, or I can't call you Chris, I can't. Bish or Yama would be more than happy to assist you as well. Countryside Christopher, we call him now. He's moved to the Cotswolds. He's no longer Black Country Bish anymore. Anyway, listen, hopefully you found this episode useful. I hope it is useful because I wanted you to get to know the members of the team. I really feel that each person here that's in our team can really support you to grow your business and to have the life that you really want. So please utilise their skills, their assets, their knowledge, which has been honed over many years of working in this industry. So hopefully you've enjoyed this video. If there's any questions, if there's anything you want to learn from us, then please post them in the comments below this video, or hit me on Snapchat, or send me a Facebook message, or any of those things. Please get in touch if you think there's anything we can do to help you. And remember, the big takeaway, the big lesson from today is take time out. And when you're out, take real time out so you can recharge, you can refocus, and then you can come back into the business ready to rock and roll. So thanks for watching once again. I've been Nick James. I hope you've enjoyed today's episode, and I'll speak to you next week.
That's all right.
Sweet. Oh, yeah. It?
Apart from Big Fish's meme of the week.
Two things I meant to reference this book as well. Is it still rolling?
Yeah.
We'll just leave that one in, shall we? Just leave it all in. All right, so two things I forgot. Wow, this is professional, smooth, slick. Two things I wanted to mention, which I forgot. One is a lot of the reason why I'm feeling so juiced and pumped about being back in the office is I read this book while I was on holiday. This is Ask Gary V. You should definitely get a copy. It's phenomenally good and great when it comes to helping you learn more about leadership, about managing a team, about building a team, about social media, about self-awareness, about all the things that are critically important if you're going to have a successful business of your own. And the second thing, of course, is we need to create a little slot about here where we're going to put Big Fish's meme of the week in.
Introducing Big Fish's meme of the week.
And that's it for today. That's a wrap.
Woo! Yeah!
Yes.
Right, wrap up party.
So open the vodka.